Alright, I think I'm convinced. I may have realized the biggest problem with Jump Force after playing the beta, and I feel like nobody's really talking about this, but shout out to Avatar Yaya for being the only person so far that I've seen criticize this game. And the problem has a lot to do with the overall mechanics, but in no way am I saying this game is bad or it's not enjoyable. But this game has a very similar copy and paste mechanic that is unfortunately present, and I gotta talk about it. Once you realize this, I'm hoping your perspective on Jump Force changes slightly, and this would honestly explain why Bandai Namco marketing is so ass, because at the end of the day this game is ass in terms of gameplay mechanics. Now I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I smoked a fat L before making this video, but that's besides the point. I'm just going to be very blunt. Jump Force gameplay is Dragon Ball FighterZ mechanics in a 3D arena. Now I know what you guys might be saying, oh, but Callum, Dragon Ball FighterZ gameplay was amazing. But what you may fail to realize is Dragon Ball FighterZ is a 2D fighter, while Jump Force is a 3D fighter. And when it comes to 2D games, you are almost always limited compared to 3D. You can tell that the mechanics were a copy and paste from FighterZ, and it simply just does not work in this game. It could have worked if Spike would have put more effort into making this more distinguished. I mean, yes, in terms of graphics and visually, it looks amazing. Jump Force looks like Jump Force, but from the gameplay mechanics, it feels like a bootleg Dragon Ball FighterZ. And in this day and age, I am convinced that developers don't try as hard on games anymore. They just try to fool you into buying their shit, and if you need further explanation on why this gameplay mechanic is a copy and paste from FighterZ, just look at it like this. The problems that everybody seems to complain about when it comes down to Jump Force is literally everything that's in FighterZ, and nobody complains about it in FighterZ. Everybody's complaining about it in Jump Force, and it's because of the same exact reason why I told you that this game is a copy and paste. Now we're going to be looking at it specifically. Your guard does not break in Jump Force. You can literally sit the entire game and block if you want to. Now that comes with a consequence. You could get grabbed, or you could somehow lose your guard, but you can literally just guard the entire game. And there's hardly any range attacks, so you just senselessly, is that even a word? Dashing and smashing. For example, in Storm 4 you could throw kunais, you could throw various stuff, but you can't do that in Jump Force. You can't throw anything in Jump Force. It's literally dash and smash, and it just helps the people that love to destroy their square button get the win. Now there's a substitution kind of thing in the game, but you could only do it like 2 times, and your opponent could be destroying the square button to the point where you just might be caught in a combo after you try to substitute. So what's going on here? They haven't worked on the mechanics far enough. I feel like this game is still in beta in terms of the gameplay, and it needs to be delayed. Now it's not going to, and I know this game is going to already come out, and it's going to come out pretty broken, but it's still going to be a very enjoyable time, at least in my opinion. And to be honest, I feel like the only thing that Jump Force did differently from FighterZ was the 1 health bar for your all 3 of your characters instead of having separate health bars. That was literally about the only thing that I saw Jump Force did differently in terms of gameplay mechanics. Now, I feel like if Jump Force would have took what FighterZ provided and maximized and expanded upon it, then I think Jump Force would have been great in terms of gameplay mechanics. But it's obvious that they spent more time polishing this game, making it look very pretty, adding everyone's favorite characters, adding CAC depth to disguise the copy and paste gameplay mechanic. And I'm sorry to break it down to you guys, but that's just being real. And they seem to hardly improve making it into a 3D arena setting. So that's what I have to say about this game. I honestly still think, like I said earlier, that it's going to be an enjoyable time, but in terms of longevity, it's looking pretty bad. Now maybe the CAC can really help and boost up this game to where it has to be, but I feel like the gameplay mechanics should have already been to at least to that point already, you know what I mean? So you guys let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this. It's been your boy Callum, and I'll see you mubs in the next one.